A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The most iconic venue in all of college sports, and it never disappoints. The Rose Bowl is rocking right now. This beautiful scenario, this beautiful setting. We cannot wait to have another iconic moment. History continues to get made right here on this field, guys. The Rose Bowl is ready to rock for this huge playoff game. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He leaves it with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Snagged it, and there's running room. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
To the air on second down. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
He's moving out of the pocket. Throws into the middle of the field. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Keeps it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This defense doing a great job bringing pressure, multiple looks, different guys, back-to-back plays. Now bringing up a 3rd and long. Pressure on the quarterback is coming.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. To the air. It's Mendoza. Lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Gives it on the option. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Wants to go right back downfield. Quick strike complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it! And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together. A really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points. But a chance to tie this up going into the half.
And he's in! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grab behind the line. It's made. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's made. quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Caught in the backfield, it's Lofton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. That's caught. It's Vaughn. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Escapes the pressure going right. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Canes! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Spits it out to the back. And the missed connection on third down.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal?
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Yellow Jackets peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's got it inside the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Makes the grab. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And he puts through the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Mensah. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hey guys, I'll tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
I love when you change the launch point, when you move the quarterback and bootleg him outside of the pocket. You can see he does a really good job of gaining depth as he goes outside. Now he's a threat to run the football or throw it. Guys have to drop back a little bit, then he can run the football and get a positive gain.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws it deep. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Takes the easy completion. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Power ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone.